Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode in our Crusader Kings 2 playthrough series. If you remember the last episode, it was a bit of an anticlimax. We were preparing to invade Ulad in the northeast. We had fabricated a claim, and just on the eve of attacking, our lead character, our ruler, went off and died. So that didn't help very much. Now when he died, his son took over, who's now High Chief Selakan. Unfortunately for us, he didn't inherit the claim on Ulad, so that's put the mockers on invading that land. Now we had unfortunately sent our Chancellor down to Osraig to fabricate a new claim, which was the plan to invade after Ulad, but it looks like we might now change direction and invade Osraig instead, as you can't change the direction, the orders of someone you've given straight away. So as you can see there, our Chancellor can't change his job until the 2nd of July 779. That's actually only 6 months away, but we'll see if we can fabricate a title in that time. If not, we'll switch him back over to Ulad. Now in the meantime, we've got a little bit of a problem here. Our son inherited the title. Unfortunately, he's got 3 sons. Now in our present system, it's an elective gavelkind, which means that the titles are going to be split up between our sons. Now that's not what we want. Our eldest son will take over as High Chieftain of Kherny, which is the duchy of both provinces there. Now our other sons will inherit the chiefdoms. Well, one will become the heir to the tribal lands of Dromathiar, which I think is Breffni, and the other one will be the heir to the chieftain of Kherny here. Now we need to get rid of these sons somehow, so that's the current dilemma we have. Now I would like to order them to take the vows. I don't know if they can, if they're an heir to a title in a tribal system, but we will see. If it comes down to it, we'll have to declare war and fight them for it. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, we will lose the chieftain of Kherny on succession. That son there needs to be dealt with. Now, I think if he's in prison... Right, we have a 100% chance of success based on our relative state intrigue. If we fail, he might declare war on us or flee to another court. Using this option is viewed as tyrannical and will lower all your subjects' opinions of you by 40. Something to bear in mind though. And as a last resort, we might actually do that. Right, so let's see if we can fabricate a claim on Osraig, or if not, in 6 months, moving back to Ulad. Oh, let's have a look at what's happened up here in the top right. Right, one of the sons has come to our court. Yeah, that's just the sons moving to our court. Now we have a new heir. We don't want that heir, unfortunately. Right, let's start the timer. My Marshal Kryken has gathered up a great host of raiders lusting for plunder and wanton destruction. I must use these men and not allow them to sit idle for too long. Right, I'm happy with him for 5 years. Now the problem here is we were doing this for our invasion of Ulad. Now unfortunately we no longer have a claim on Ulad. Now we have very quickly, we need to see if our Chancellor can fabricate a claim, and I doubt he will. He's not a very good Chancellor. In fact, let's change what our Marshal's doing. We can't until April. March. My daughter was born to Ayed, one of our courtiers. Okay. Now it's April. Let's... not yet. 27th of April. There we go. Reopen the screen. There we go. Stop him organising a raid, and we will... Let's check the state of our military. Oh, it's at full strength. We'll leave him off for the moment. We might need him to arrange for a raid. Again, now these guys are going to take some money when they leave. Yeah. They've grown tired of my effeminate pacifism and have gone home. How much have they taken? 6 gold. Oh, what's happened here? Our brain has died in an accident. Suspicious. That's our steward. Let's appoint someone else. Now the key stat there is stewardship, and unfortunately they are diabolical. So let's see if we can find anyone else. Not in our realm. Let's look everywhere. Tiogan, there's a nice 16 there. I don't know if we'll get him. No. He's got one opinion of us and 5 of his own lord. Now, moving down the list. Steward, they've already appointed someone. Court chaplain, no. Marshal, steward. Marshal, courtier. 11. Well, it's not great. Let's see what we can do with that. Now, again, that's a separate issue there. We're unable to press his claims. If it wasn't for that, we'd probably be able to overcome his base reluctance with gold. Now, he does want to get married, so... Let's just try this guy. No, he is very happy where he is. And it starts dropping down there. I think we'll have a try at... right. He's got a strong claim on our province. Now that's not great. Right, I think... Chancellor, Spymaster, Steward, Courtier. No, Chancellor, Courtier. Let's have a look at this one. Slim pickings. Let's try intrigue. Let's invite someone. Right, we'll invite 3 nobles to the court. Let's have a look who we got now. Right, that's better. Now, that was only 1 gold as well. Saves us spending 20 to bribe someone. Now I think we'll appoint him. There we go. 15, that's better. Now he can continue building the legend of Selakian. what's going on here. Right, they're aiding. Now that's always an opportunity there. They're getting involved in a war. Now unfortunately, as we know from previous experience, they have allies. Tyrconnell to the west of them, Petty King of Mercia and the High Chief of Mead. Right, he's now created the title and he's now High Chief. Okay. Whereas he's still just a chief. Now, one child lacks a guardian. Daughter. Educate the child, that'll do. Right, we'll pause it there. We're going to fabricate the claim in Ulad again. He still has no allies and his army is at 393. So we'll see if we can repeat what we tried earlier. Right, 783, 3 more years to change the laws there. I'm planning a special occasion with my lover, but my wife is quite insistent on alternate plans. What is more important to me, my lover or my wife? Well, that's interesting. Right. Be loyal. Handy, they're heading off to war there. Ulad's taking part in the war in Wessex, which aids us if we can get a claim on his lands. Right. Well, we certainly don't want him to have any more sons. And the church likes that attitude. That's better. Come on, clear off, go and fight in the war for Wessex. Right. What are my 3 choices here? Second son. Right. Be silent or I'll slap you. Top one, greens. Right, see, right, he's getting diligent, okay. Our marshal's had a daughter, great. Children are 9, 7 and 2. My goodness me, the temptations are everywhere, the inviting glances, the luscious bodies and the alluring fragrances. I will not give in. Right, it's turning to winter by the looks of it. It feels as if I could live in celibacy, right, Go for it. No more sons for him. Now, the iconoclast faith triumphant. The adherents of the Orthodox faith have steadily dwindled to the point where iconoclast believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Orthodox faith to a de facto heresy. All former Orthodox holy orders are now iconoclast. Bickering of fools does not concern me. That's probably outside our area of interest. Now, let's pause here. I'll pick an ambition. Now, all our choices become King of Ireland, unlikely at the moment. Improve learning, well that's certainly doable. Stewardship, again, that's certainly doable. Martial ability, become exalted among men, we'll do stewardship. That gives us 2 easily reachable ambitions there. We're on 7, we only need to get to 8 to pass that. Start the timer. Right, what we should be thinking about as well is building up the hill forts. Right, we'll spend 145 on that to upgrade the hill fort, because we'll need wooden stockades, won't we? Yeah, when we switch to fuel. So let's do that. That also increases our troop size as well. Something we can also do, a bit of a cheat, but we could do with the help, would be to welcome back the Jews, I think. I don't think we have that option at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. Several of the largest patrons of culture in Kherny were apparently Jewish, something your advisors were ignorant of. That's funny, we were just talking about that. Since the expulsion of the Jewry, cultural life all across the realm has suffered. Lose 50 cultural technology points. Well, we haven't really got any at the moment, or we have not got a lot. So that's slowly raising. Let's pause it. Oh, actually, we could actually spend some. Siege equipment, shipbuilding, military organisation, what would that give us? Army morale and global supply limit would increase, and 150% retinues for our retinues. Yeah, why not? Now, economic advances, always good. Nothing's available at the moment, and the same with cultural. Well, we just took a hit on cultural. Now let's have a look at our retinue. So we actually not capable of getting any yet. We could have 30. Fortunately, that's not enough to raise any, and we won't be able to afford it at this point anyway. Now we're really relying on our Chancellor to fabricate a claim here. Why not? Steward Donad tells me that his efforts at praising my name and deeds have met with great success. A small army of warriors have converged at Dromathiar, ready to serve me. I just need to make sure they have someone to fight within a year, lest they become troublesome. Splendid. Right, now that gives us a year. Come on, Chancellor. Ooh, that's only a 14% chance yearly. Fabricating a claim. Okay. Let's have a look and see who any claimants for the throne. None. None. Now, that girl there has a claim, and it will be inherited by their children. Now, if I marry her or betroth her to one of my sons, the one that I'm going to be keeping on, then their children will have a claim on Kildara. Now, the problem is with this elective succession. Ooh. Let's try our younger son. Now their children, that's 2 generations away, will have a claim on Kildara, so we'll bear that in mind. We'll see how that works out. He's accepted the suggestion. Good, good. No claimants on Kildara. Osraig. Now there's 2 there. Now, too old really. I could have married them off to. No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. I'm thinking of my previous ruler. Scratch that. Now we need a claim within a year. We might have trouble. Right, thank God for that. Now, first off, we've managed to fabricate a claim. We will use it. 3 gold, 100 prestige. Now that's put us into the negative with the prestige, but we'll live with that. Now we've also built a hill fort in Breffney. Now we have a wooden hill fort. Now it cost us 145 gold to upgrade that to a reinforced one, which we won't be doing for the moment. Now, we have 297 men there. Let's check the state of his armed forces. We're going to hit him fast. 393. Alright, so we're going to go to Ulad. Diplomacy, declare war, claim Ulad, send. Secondly, we're going to raise our forces. Slow it down now. Right. Pause it. We now have our armies there. We'll merge them all together. Krykan is leading them. Our marshal. Send them straight over to Ulad. They will be there on the 20th of March. 5 more days. Ah, right. On the way there, we found out that one of the local nobles is a homosexual. What should we do with this information? Spread rumours about him. Yeah, we'll try and cause turmoil there. We'll pause it also. Send our Chancellor to fabricate claims in Osraig. No, yes, that's right, Osraig. The cook has prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meat, plenty of fresh baked bread and several mature cheeses. Right, I satisfy my hunger with bread and water. That gives us a 45% chance of gaining the trait temperate. 2 stewardship. Yeah, there we go. Come on, let's get this on. About to become. Oh, easy. We've still morale. The morale's broke. Run them down. Pause it. He's trying to retreat into Tiogan. We'll follow that. Follow him up. We're at 28% war score, if you remember from earlier explanations. So let's follow them and finish the army off. Again, their morale is so low. It's I'm very unlikely they'll actually have got a defender's bonus there, but unlikely they win. Right, we've took them again. They're retreating back to Ulad. We'll head there again. We're at 58% now, war score. Finally going our way. It's been a hard swing. Let's get out of this mess. Right. We've taken them again. And now we're sieging the province. 795 troops versus 415. Speed it up. Right, we're getting them down nicely. 50%, 40. 25, 15, and we've got it. Now, it's come to my attention that the Chancellor of Mid, now that's this, Mid is the Gildara and Dublin provinces, that's their duchy. Now it's come to my attention that the Chancellor of Mid, Ernan, has bribed and threatened his way through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognise a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege. Well, that's not good. They better not use it. Now we'll pause it there. Now, first of all, we've got 100% war score, offer peace. We want to enforce our demands. We've usurped the title from the chieftain of Ulad from the previous ruler. The Konakian claim on Ulad war has ended with us victorious. Now, let's have a little look. Let's disband our troops. Move the remnants of our tribal forces that were raised back to Breffni. We've now expanded. We now have 3 provinces. Let's check the state of inheritance. Yeah, that's not good. They're going to be split up. Right. How long till we can change these laws? I think we might have a problem where they'll be split for this generation. We might have to fight them back and hopefully get to a point where we can switch to a feudal system from this tribal one to get rid of this elective gavelkind. Right, but I think that's a good place to call it for this episode. We finally got Uled. It took a little while. We'll be looking further south now, and also we're still pondering this problem with our sons inheriting. So I'll see you next time.